The Oppo Reno 10-5G appears impressive with its Dimensity 7050 chipset, 256GB storage, 32MP telephoto portrait lens, 5000 mAh battery, and 67W fast charging. However, does it hold up against the competition? To find out, we used the Reno 10-5G as our primary device for a few days, and here's our experience. But before starting, make sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. And now, let's get started. Design and display. The Reno 10-5G, there's no denying it, is a handsome smartphone. All three phones in this series have been designed with the same guiding principles by Oppo. Indeed, the Reno 10-5G and Reno 10 Pro 5G are virtually indistinguishable from the back thanks to their shared use of a pill-shaped camera module and analogous camera placement. The panel coating is the only discernible variation between the two phones. The Reno 10 Pro's back panel is glossy, but the standard Reno 10's is matte. For me, a matte surface is ideal because it conceals fingerprints and smudges. There are two color options available for this phone: icy blue and metallic gray. When seen from different directions and at different intensities, the ice blue variant's light blue tint and gradient colors provide a pleasant visual experience. To improve ergonomics and make the gadget easier to hold, the front has 3D curved sides. Moreover, the phone's low weight, 185 grams, is a major plus. The frame's right side houses the phone's power button and volume buttons, while the frame's bottom houses the phone's dual nano SIM slot and Type-C port. The Reno 10-5G has twin stereo speakers, a bottom-mounted speaker grille, and an earpiece that may be used as an additional speaker. The more expensive Reno 10 Pro lacks this feature, so this is a pleasant surprise. In general, the audio is decent, albeit it loses some clarity and punch at higher volumes. The Reno 10-5G has a larger 6.7-inch screen than the Reno 8, which only had a 6.43-inch AMOLED display with a 90Hz refresh rate. By drastically minimizing the bezels, especially the chin, Oppo has been able to provide a larger screen without dramatically increasing the footprint. The Reno 10-5G has equally narrow side and top bezels, resulting in a huge immersive screen. The Reno 10-5G's AMOLED display faithfully renders colors in all their splendor, from brilliant reds and greens to inky blacks. With a resolution of 2412 by 1080 pixels, the quality of the images is never compromised. Furthermore, the phone is compatible with Amazon Prime Video and other services that use HER10+. At the time of my assessment, I had the opportunity to examine many episodes of HER10+ content, including The Rings of Power and Jack Ryan. I found the dynamic range to be satisfactory, but the brightness levels to be wanting. Cameras. The Reno 10-5G has a few improvements to the camera that are noticeable. Instead of the Reno 8's 2MP macro lens, which was pretty much useless, Oppo installed a 32MP Sony IMX700 and 9 telephoto camera with 2x optical zoom and up to 20x digital zoom. The 8MP sensor from the successor model is used in the wide-angle camera as well. In contrast to the Reno 8 5G's 50MP Sony IMX766 camera, the primary camera of the Reno 8 8T features a 64MP Omnivision OV64B sensor. A larger megapixel count may seem like a significant improvement on paper, but in practice, you won't notice much of a difference. The primary 64MP camera takes satisfactory landscape shots in daylight with a respectable level of information preserved. On rare occasions, though, it might overprocess photographs to the point where details, such as the sky, are lost. When used indoors, the camera captures images with excellent detail, even when compared to those captured with my iPhone 14 Plus. However, the iPhone provides more accurate color reproduction than the Reno 10-5G. The color temperature of photographs captured with both the wide-angle and telephoto lenses has been shown to decrease. The Reno 10-5G has a special night mode that reduces the shutter speed to increase the amount of light captured. Even while the Reno 10-5G's night mode is meant to produce higher quality night images than the usual photo mode, this isn't always the case. Images taken in the night mode were noticeably fuzzier and less detailed than those taken in any other mode. To put it simply, the Reno 10 5G is not the best option if you like to take lots of images in low light. The 32MP telephoto lens is superior to the 2MP macro lens for taking close-up photographs. When you use the 2x optical zoom to go closer to your subject, you won't lose as much of the image quality as you would with the 1x zoom. Beyond a 2x magnification, the image becomes digitally simulated, resulting in a loss of fine detail and a noticeable chalkiness. In portrait mode, the telephoto lens is also useful. Portrait photographs taken outside are usually crisp enough, however, the background blur effect is inconsistent. You get the same 32MP front-facing camera seen on the Reno 8 for taking selfies. You can now take selfies that appear decent, with accurate colors and a natural glow to your skin. Performance and software. With its MediaTek Dimensity 7050 chipset and 8 GB of random access memory (RAM), the Oppo Reno 10 5G offers a level of performance that is satisfactory for day-to-day activities. Despite this, it is not as powerful as its predecessor, the Dimensity 1300, both in terms of its central processing unit (CPU) and its gaming capabilities. When performing more taxing and time-consuming operations, the phone's performance tends to slow down significantly, even if it can easily manage basic functions like browsing social media and sending messages. The Reno 10 5G is a device that seems to be suitable for casual gamers, even though it is not a top-tier gadget for mobile gaming. In the course of my gaming career, I played Call of Duty Mobile with the graphical settings turned up to their maximum level. I was able to accomplish notable outcomes, including several kills and triumphs. Surprisingly, the gaming did not suffer from severe stuttering or latency, although I did observe a little increase in warmth of approximately 4 to 5 degrees at the rear of the device. Regarding the operating system, Oppo has pre-installed Android 13 on the Reno 10 5G, on top of which they have added their own ColorOS 13.1 skin. Users who are already familiar with ColorOS may discover that the home screen is cluttered with an excessive number of pre-installed applications, a phenomenon that is commonly referred to as bloatware. Because of the space that is taken up by third-party apps like Dream 11, Snapchat, Mode, Josh, Netflix, and Spotify, as well as folders for hot games and hot apps, it is necessary to take some time to declutter the user interface to provide a more streamlined and organized user experience. Despite this, ColorOS 13.1 does have some useful features, such as the Smart Always-On Display, which enables hassle-free operation of programs such as Spotify and real-time status updates from apps that serve meals without requiring the user to unlock the screen. Battery. Oppo has upped the battery capacity from 4,500 mAh in the Reno 8 to 5,000 mAh in the Reno 10 to meet customer demand. Because of its higher capacity, the device's battery life has been significantly enhanced, extending its runtime to anywhere from well over a day to well over a day and a half when subjected to typical levels of operation. It is important to keep in mind, however, that turning on the always-on display will significantly cut down on the amount of time the phone can remain in standby mode, so you should only use this feature sparingly. During the battery life test that we ran on the phone using PCMark, the device was able to record a good 17 hours of battery life. The Reno 10 comes with a 67 DUH rapid charging capability, which is lower than the 80 GOU speed of the Reno 8 that was previously available. As a direct consequence of this change, the amount of time required to fully charge the battery has increased to somewhere between 30 and 45 minutes. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, subscribe to our channel and we'll see you next time.